Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we're going to look into the energies of from this transition time from this year to the next. We're going to see what's coming your way and maybe how they're going to arrive. And we're going to start out with your coffee cup. Then we're going to move on to a detailed tarot. I prepared a special spread for you. And by the way, if you want to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love. Hit subscribe. Subscription is the best and the free way to support the channel. And if you would like a private reading, I have my email in the description box below. Go ahead and send me an email, okay? Let's start out with the coffee cup now. I already see a pathway opening here from... This is the beginning of the year energy I see, and the pathway is opening when you pursue and follow that. It's leading to, I want to say like a pot of gold here. It's just a big cup. Cup symbolizes maybe emotional satisfaction. Can be coming in the material form that will start help you have this emotional satisfaction. I see there's a turtle. You can see the head of the turtle here. For some of you, this can be like a home, a place to call home, or maybe even a person who feels like home, okay? It doesn't have to be specifically, oh, I see a fish here. For some of you, this is money. And can be a Pisces also, like someone who can be a good friend who will make you feel supported, loved, and can be also a romantic, okay? Something coming. I see right away here, there's a dog. Dog is barking, and kind of the nose looks like a shark too. So this can be a dog that is not really loyal at this moment. Might be someone who's trying to defend their territory. And this is actually, you have one pathway you're going through, and there's another pathway they're guarding. This can be a guarding dog. I feel like here, oh no, there's another person actually who has like a massive, like a traditional ceremonial hat on top of their head, and maybe even clothing, and they're just like, feels like they're on fire and walking towards, like running towards another direction. I feel here, this guard dog or someone, there's even a snake on top of the pathway. The pathway is closed, you can see on the top. Maybe there's another thing you would like to pursue. By the way, I didn't see there are 3 different tears of joy coming forward towards the end of this year, probably, and the beginning of next also. The thing is though, there's a door or an option you want. This can even be a person you want to have in your life, but it seems like here there's a guard dog in front of it, so it's not really allowing you to pass. It's not really giving you permission, and this is a divine protection. If you're feeling like this is a rejection and this was your heart's desire, this was that is destined for you, I feel like it's not the case here. There's a guard dog in front of it. This can be a person basically barking off and telling you, you cannot come in, you shall not pass. And that's a good thing. You might be thinking, oh no, I should find, not really you should find another way, but maybe I should force this door open. But in front of you, there is an open pathway leading under this pathway and leading you towards, without touching the fire, to this flower. Kind of looks like two, like scissors as well to cut the cords when you get to the end of the road. So it seems like if you pursue the second pathway and try to pass through it within maybe toward this year, this can set you on fire. The fire doesn't have to be like literally, it can be set you on fire, like anxiety, stress, maybe a lot of things that you are going to be dealing with. I see W here, it can be in someone's first name or the last name, like William, Wilma, and maybe there is like a person there creating this anxious moment, and they're gonna suck you into that turmoil if you try to pursue this path that doesn't really open. But when you go follow what's in front of you, this can be something already available to you. The option comes to me, maybe you're looking for a job, but you're already working somewhere. And the thing happens here is you're trying to pursue another one, which you're going to interview and it's not really happening. Or maybe you are talking to someone telling them hire me into this place and they're not really approaching it positively. Instead of trying to force them to open the door. Maybe just do and create excellent work where you are, amazing work that will fulfill you initially, and then the success is going to be a result, like the material satisfaction will be a result of that success. It is going to lead you to an open space, okay? Maybe even lead you to the place that you want to go in a very peaceful way. And I told you, I see here like scissors cutting the cords. This can be even coming to where you want to go. Like this kind of looks like a hammer. Reminds me of like also maybe like a barcode reader, changing the code of your programming. I know this sounds really weird when I say that, but maybe you are used to things coming to you really stressfully. But when you go in a calmer pathway and the state of being like being calm, cool, collected, the code is going to change, and you're going to recognize that I can have what I want when I'm calmer too. I don't need to stress out. I see there's a cup right here. There are a lot of words on top of the cup. Cup can be something emotionally fulfilling coming to you along the way in this journey. And I see there's a fish again. Can be a Pisces energy coming into your life, a male or female. And it seems like here, this is going to be, there are going to be a lot of conversations. Cup also, like I said, you're going to have emotional satisfaction and emotional new beginning when this person arrives. And I feel like these are like timeline-wise, these two events are separate but aligned at the same time. Maybe some of them are happening in the daytime, the other one is happening in the afternoon or the evening time. It can be like going on a date after a long work day. It can be something like that, okay? I also see another crocodile trying to catch someone on the top. So when you're laying low and minding your own business, you're not going to be a part of the chaos. And like I said, because we are going through a time of chaos now, and it doesn't mean that the time of chaos doesn't mean like physical chaos, maybe mental stress, the end of the year coming up, and maybe you're preparing for Christmas and or like the Hanukkah, or and like basically if you're celebrating the new year, it can be the stress of like putting things together. It doesn't have to be like always outside influences. But I see here when you come to the end of the road, there's a bear waiting for you. I see a woman, kind of reminds me of like the Empress, a pregnant woman who's really gently walking into the new day. I see two number 8s. 8 symbolizes material satisfaction, karma, giving and receiving, ending a negative cycle, beginning something new. And I feel there's a couple's energy here. The feminine and masculine basically aligning perfectly. And this is not about gender, it's about energies. It's like a two balanced energies coming together to support each other, which looks beautiful to me, okay? Another thing, I told you there's a barcode reader here. This can be symbolizing if you have been, we have a fish again here. Some of you might have during this time with a support or another person going outside your comfort zone. And maybe there's a person here with a cloak. Cloak can symbolize maybe someone doing a traditional job, someone who's going to help you. And the Pisces, the fish right here can be money, can be about money that you're going to get some help. Help can be direction. Help can be literally in the format of getting support, or it can be maybe like advice, okay? Another thing, like I said, the code is going to change. Maybe some of you are actually thinking that if you ask for more, something bad is going to happen. And I feel like if you can take the peaceful route, you're going to recognize that that doesn't have to be the case. The system, the belief system, the structure is changing, and we're going to actually the Libra new moon age and the timeline. When it comes to Libra energy, it's all about balance, okay? Giving and receiving in a balanced way, being fair, receiving what's yours, what's meant for you. If you have any karmic problems, karmic situations, they're kind of also resolving as well. So in the new moon is setting new intentions and about setting new intentions and beginning something new. And it seems like this time you're going to use that barcode reader and change the structure in your mind and also in your life as well. How you receive things, how you give things, how the relationships work out. And that's just the beginning of it though. I'm going to tell you that because I see that you are in here This kind of the car, actually, I see you're inside of a vehicle. I don't want to say it exactly like a car because kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you used to watch the Flintstones. They have this like primitive cars. They were running it with their own foot. Kind of reminds me of that. Like, but I'm thinking probably had some sort of like an engine in it. But you were just accelerating it, and it was going by itself. So it can be like when you change this barcode, there is going to be something, a project that you're going to start here. It can be about moving somewhere else because I'm seeing this vehicle as well. So you're going to start the engine, but it's like, okay, it's going to go to where it needs to go, but you need to do something. You need to take some action in order to start this engine so you can go to where you want to go. This can be travel, like I mentioned. I don't see the travel outside, like getting outside of your comfort zone. Can be like some lands here nearby. It can be like a planning to move, or also like maybe having progress in something that you're doing. I see there's a woman here like wiping the windshield right there. Maybe someone is actually giving you clarity. Again, I see the fish right here. Can be someone, again, Pisces, high priestess, someone knowledgeable, someone highly intuitive, and they know how to utilize that intuition, giving you advice. And there's another person behind them, looks like a big man and a child with a big hat. So it can be like a team of people, family members coming together to really open up the pathway so you can go smoothly. There's another pathway opening. I feel like this is like a short travel that you need to do to somebody else right there. There's like another woman with a bow tie on top of her head. Can be, I even want to say maybe someone who does acupuncture. I remember back in the day when I used to live in Brooklyn, my mother, which she couldn't really find, she has hernia, she couldn't really find any help like in the traditional medicine. And there was this amazing acupuncture Chinese lady, and authentically she used to do this stuff to her, and she would get better for months. Okay, so it can be something like that for some of you. I don't know if there's like, if she's still there, this was years ago, but it can be some sort of like a Eastern Western magic. I was gonna say magician. It's not magician. It's medicine. Actually getting mixed up, maybe going to help you. It can also be you doing this thing, because Cancer, you have the kind of like a healing touch to you as well. Maybe it's you diving into and exploring more of this healing powers of yours. Can be mental healing, can be spiritual healing, can be also physical healing, exploring new things, because I see like kind of like a paper showing up, maybe picking up a mentor and like learning from them, initially applying to yourself. It can be something like that too. Okay, I don't want to like put it in a box. It can even be like just writing something about it, a thesis, research. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. There's an island moving, earth moving. Under you, maybe. Yeah, your desire is coming, merging into another desire here. There's a half moon we're seeing here, so you might not be really feeling or seeing the half of the things at this moment. There's a tears of joy. And I also want to mention, like when I say acupuncture and stuff, I'm not really knowledgeable. I'm not really qualified to give any advice. But what happens here is when I see something, an image comes in my mind, and I just immediately saw her shop. Okay. And so I described that here. You can relate to it, you cannot relate to it, but it doesn't mean this is coming to you as an advice. It can be something that you connect with as well. It doesn't have to be specifically exactly how I say it's going to go. Okay. It can be a reminder of something small that maybe you had in your mind, but maybe you didn't pursue. Okay. There are many desires you have. One of them is coming fast, but the other ones, they're actually like, kind of reminds me of like they're creating like a grape wine. Okay, the grape, they grow in the wine. They're all connected to each other, so it can be like intrinsically they're connected. to all the things are connected that you're wanting. You're not really maybe seeing them currently, but you're going to realize, oh, this actually caused this outcome, that outcome, this outcome, and you're going to realize at the end of the manifestation. I see number 3 here. Nefertiti's head is right there. This can also indicate self-care, that acupuncture can be indicative of like also like pressure points, self-care, getting massages. And number 3 is creativity. I see a panda bear right here. Panda bear can indicate also relaxation. Okay, the first like the upcoming now couple months, maybe instead of stressing out for the holidays, I told you that can be coming up as a stressful moment too. Relaxing into the time is the key. And following that, maybe in the beginning of the 2026, the transition time here, there is like a land is moving. And I see there's a man pushing the land. This can be, man can be a masculine figure, or you embodying that masculine energy and just like coming up with the inspirational movement ideas and doing things and moving things around. Moving things around can be moving furniture around. Moving things can also mean like moving yourself, okay, moving your body, going to a place that is calling you for a while now. And this can be a place that maybe a restaurant that you want to try, or this can be a different place in the city that you're living, okay, or a corner of your home, because there are some corners of our houses that we never actually go and look at there and stand there and see what's in there, what's happening there, or like some drawers maybe calling you something that you're missing is in there. Okay, it's a big thing though. I'm giving small examples here, but this is a massive thing. Okay, it can be something massive probably. Let's get into your tarot now. We're going to look into the major lesson of this year and your biggest achievement, and also what you let go of, okay, initially. And then we're going to move on to the rest of the stuff. Let's see the biggest achievement, the major lesson here. The moon. The moon is Cancer you. And usually indicates not having clarity. The moon indicates moving forward, following your intuition, intuitive guidance, even though you don't know where you're going. But this is your energy. I feel like this is about you connecting with who you truly are, and deep down inside, what's hidden within you, that recognizing that and bringing, even it's the moonlight, bringing some light into that. Okay, so this can be symbolizing, this major lesson is knowing who you are and also serving that being. Okay, instead of taking others as your first priority, taking yourself as your priority. Okay, what your biggest achievement is, 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups comes forward as an idea. Okay, 2 cups are full, 3 cups are empty, and 3 cups are empty. You're maybe thinking, oh no, I didn't accomplish what I wanted. I'm sad about it now. And what happens there with the 5 of Cups is you lose the plot, because you have a goal, you have a purpose, but there's a disappointment happening, is actually diverting you from the final outcome, your vision. I feel like that's the biggest achievement is showing up as, for some of you, you figured it out. Even though when you're going on a pathway, something that is really discouraging, as a disappointment comes to you, you know the end result, and you know that if it's not the end of your story. If it didn't end, it's not the end. So you need to keep moving forward. And that's the biggest achievement, because what happens is most of the time people actually give up 3 feet away from the goal. And I was listening to a Bob Proctor interview today, and he talks about Think and Grow Rich all the time. And one of the video, he says that the person who was digging for gold stopped because he was actually going for gold. He wasn't going for the passion that he has. The desire wasn't service. The desire was actually material thing. And then when you have a material thing as a desire, that you can give up on that easily. But if there's like something, a passionate desire you have, like a burning core desire of creating something, then you will keep going until that is done, that you see the end. So I don't know how true that is for you, but I feel like here, some of you actually learned that even if something doesn't really look like the way you want them to look like, you learn how to move forward and get to the end result, which is in the original tarot, we see someone actually across the river. There's a bridge across the river and there's a beautiful castle, and you know that you're going towards the castle. Your goal wasn't carrying 5 cups. Your goal is going to the castle and not being thirsty when you get there, okay? And so you have 2 cups upright that is going to be fulfilling you. What you learn to let go here, okay? What you let go of. We have Temperance energy coming forward, and he's playing with here liquid metal. I keep forgetting the name of it. The liquid metal. And so the thing is, you're letting go of maybe the things that are not really good for you, okay? Touching, I forgot the name of it. It's not called liquid metal, but it's the only liquid metal. What happens is maybe you have been playing with this kind of like dangerous things because they are actually looking pleasurable initially, but now you're recognizing, letting go of those things that are not really serving you anymore. You're preferring something that is lighter, and you're choosing something that is serving you physically, maybe emotionally, and also maybe that is something that's going to balance you out better. And let's see upcoming year, what to expect. We have Tower moment. Tower is a system that is crumbling down. This is a system that doesn't work anymore. For some of you, this can be a belief system that you have, or something that you are in, not really giving you the enough credit. This can be a company that you're working at and not really getting what you're deserving out of it, or you're working overtime. And so it can be a system that is corrupt, basically. It's a tower that doesn't have a good foundation, that's crumbling down. And the tower doesn't really, it just strikes as maybe the destruction here. But when I see that, I feel like, oh, it's a good thing, because it is something that is actually draining a lot of your energy, because it's a system that doesn't work. You have to do everything twice, maybe. It seems like when it goes down, you can expect it to go down. There's going to be an opportunity to build it better. This year's biggest challenge is we had a magician creating your own. I don't do reversals, by the way. And so it's about magician creating your own reality. That's going to be the biggest challenge for some of you, to really pick up the phone and call. Maybe if you're in sales, or if you're an artist, create through true inspiration, finding that true inspiration. A magician can also mean that when the time comes that you're going to really use your abilities and powers. We have a cup here, we have the wand. This is a magician right there. Kind of reminds me of the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. So even though if you feel like, I think he doesn't have a heart, right? He's looking for a heart. That's what I remember. But correct me in the comments if that's not the case. So finding that courage and jump into the things, that's going to be the challenge this year. And the theme of this upcoming year is Three of Worlds, Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes a dream work. When you don't know what to do, ask someone who knows how to do it. And also nurturing your creation with it as a team and creating excellent work, the outcome. Advice we have is the Fool. Take a leap of faith this upcoming year. Step into the unknown and do not doubt. You have been through this journey, and this is the second time, maybe third time, maybe fifth time that you're going through life, going through certain things, maybe about relationships, maybe about business, money, and take a leap of faith. That's the advice. Just step into the unknown. There's a new beginning coming forward, but without actually setting off to the new adventure, you're not going to be able to experience it. The transition from this year to, we have Three Worlds. So what happens is Tower might look like something's actually crumbling down, but it is going to give you an opportunity to actually explore something new, do something much more exciting. Okay, let's see the clarifiers here. What's the major lesson? The moon. What does that moon mean to us? You might have a pause and reflection. Okay, the major lesson is, instead of trying to resolve certain things all the time, pause, reflect, connect with your higher self, and also maybe meditate a little bit. Change your perspective, the way you look at things. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. This is a Wayne Dyer quote. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And that's how you're going to achieve clarity. And this is the biggest achievement. Even though it doesn't seem like that, you're winning. You're always winning. Queen of Wands is confident. She knows she's the highest being in her own reality, and she doesn't conform to other people's beliefs. She has a black cat that shows that she's not conforming. So she is adventurous, makes her moves in silence, and keep moving towards her direction. The sunflower in her hand indicates her optimism. Even if it doesn't look like it, she knows that everything is always working out for her highest good. And this is your biggest achievement. What you let go is the Temperance is actually calm before the storm. That's how it's described. We have here, maybe you have been dealing with some things that are not really useful to you or harmful for you. You're learning to understand these, let go of these, and leave them behind and not go back to that. Okay, that's a good outcome. And we have here what to expect this year. Tower moment come forward with Ace of Wands. I told you that Tower moment is not of a bad thing, because a structure that doesn't work is going down. So you can actually start building something new with a passion. Do we have a castle on the background? Yes. So there's a new castle that you're building. So if somebody else's castle that you're serving crumbling down, maybe you're not going to spend too much time dwelling on that. You're just going to move into the next adventure this year. Okay. What else we have? This year's biggest challenge, the moon again. I feel like here connecting with your intuitive guidance and like seeing the pathway, even though it's dark, is going to be your biggest lesson. And Magician, I told you, using your skill set and what's available to you to make things happen. And one of them is your own self, okay? Your own intuition, your creativity, your voice, your kindness, your beauty, in the heart, in the maybe outside, inside, all that things that are available to you, and utilizing them is going to be the biggest challenge. The theme I told you, we have partnership, work, communication, good news coming forward, and that's going to be main theme of the world, and a lot of like a back and forth communication and partnering up with suitable people. And the advice is take a leap of faith, and the celebration is going to come forward. And this can be even stepping into new friendships, stepping into new areas that are environments that are supportive of who you are. But you, without taking a leap of faith, maybe you're getting invited to a party. Without going there, you will never know if this is a fit or not. So you need to take a leap of faith. You need to step into the unknown here. The transition from last year to this year to the next, let's say, we have Wheel of Fortune with 3 of Wands. Some of you are going to go through a big change. Wheel of Fortune not only symbolizes like big, amazing opportunities and good things coming forward. The snake here maybe indicates like a healing, and the lion is the courage. The tortoise energy here is the knowledge. They're all reading, by the way. I feel like this is all knowledge and expertise coming to you. And also there's a change happening here, okay? There's a massive change. 3 of Wands energy is trusting the change is actually working out for you. Also maybe setting off to a new adventure, traveling, going to new countries and new places, okay? Let's pull 3 important things you need to know at this time. And also we're going to pull what is getting activated in your life. Let's see what those 3 things are. Fulfillment. Is this the second peach we're seeing here today? Or maybe the 4th peach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th peach. This looks like an orange to me, and we have an apple right there. So it is satisfaction, guys. It's fulfillment. It's the peach cobblers, which I love. It can be something that is really satisfying. And the moon energy is again right here. It's you. So the more you become who you are and appreciate who you are, and like gently, tactfully show the world that you are an amazing creation of the creator of all it is going to bring more fulfillment into your life, okay? This can show up as you pursuing your heart's desire, turning that into material satisfaction. This can show up as like you pursuing again your heart's desire. It can turn into bringing a lot of people that are aligned with your energy, moving to the right place, planting your own garden and growing it. We have also protection here, which is a good thing because you see the lightning happening. I told you the tower moment might be happening, but you're being protected there, okay? So you don't need to worry about it. But this can also be an assurance that no matter what comes to your way, in what format, this, even though this looks like leaving the past behind, only the clothing on your back, some nostalgic feeling here, a sad feeling, but know that this is actually guiding you towards a direction that is actually protection. As you're being protected in that waters, okay? The new land. And the third one we have is a gateway. Some of you, is there a gateway here? We have two trees. I feel like these are trees, but they can be like a stones, like a Stonehenge. And we have a unicorn right there. Some of you are having transformation, and it seems like this is going to be like one day it was like this, and the next day we're having that. So the transition is going to be in a way that you are stepping into a new dimension, and it can be like an immediate change. Like yesterday was like this, now today it is like that. It's completely different, totally upgraded lifestyle might be also coming for some of you, okay? And let's see what's getting activated, and then I'm going to pull the final message. We have empowerment, which we love to have that. Frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Some of you are getting empowered, and maybe all of you getting empowered, not only by yourself. I feel like with the aligned soul people too, okay? The people who are really supporting your growth. Let's see your final message. Prosperity, I would love to see. And prosperity is flowing towards you, so be open to receiving it, okay? We have here a beautiful chest filled with gold and silver, and there's pearl here. So be open to receiving it, guys. All right, beautiful Cancer, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.